All right, yo, thanks for watching. Helping you on our Canvas Unit 1 practice test video here. And so with our video, we're going to bust through these. You can fast forward just to check your answers, or maybe fast forward to a certain problem that you were like, oh, why didn't I get that right? So they can go through and fast forward through our video and then look at just the problems you got wrong. And if you got the other ones right, nice. Or if you just want to review, watch all the videos and get ready for our test coming up next time. Okay, so number one will actually be a different problem, just depending on who the student is. So these are like formula based, so you might have a different number in those two places, those two positions, but the process is still the same. So we'll show you that one. So this particular one, solving for radicals. So you're going to do the square root of x plus -4, which would just be -4. But don't forget that if you have inside there, for example, like a negative, that would then become a positive, right? Because negative times negative is positive. So watch out for that. Okay, so this particular one, you're just going to square both sides. Boom. So then you get 4, the radical goes away, and then we get x minus 4, and we add 4 to the other side. So then we got 8. So we can plug it in to make sure it works. So 8 minus 4 is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. 2 equals 2. So I would just write the number 8 there. Yeah, don't put x equals 8, just put 8. Okay, next one. Ooh, we can do this one too. Not too bad, not too shabby. So then we got 10 squared is 100. So then we have x minus 4. The radical goes away. And then we just go ahead and add 4 to the other side. 104. So hopefully these solving radical ones are pretty easy for you on the test. Number 3, square both sides. Whoa, 16 times 16. I'll show you a fun way to square 16. Watch this. Square the first number. I made this up on my own. Can't believe I figured this cool process. Square the 16, then take the 1 times the 16 and double it, times it by 2. And so this works every time. Come ask me about this cool squaring method that I made up and learned. Make sure we're still recording. Don't want to not be recording. Okay, 1 squared is 1. 1 times 6 is 6, times 2 is 12. And then 6 times 6 is 36. What are you doing? I'm doing 16 squared in a weird way. Add to the left, add to the left. So that's crazy, huh? So then we get 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, 6. Whoa, Nooble, that was crazy. Thanks. So then the radical cancels there. So we're left with 2x minus 4 is equal to 256. We're going to add 4 to both sides. So then you get what? 260. Nice. Then you have to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And so when you divide by 2, you get 2 goes into 26 13 times. Should we do long division? So 2 goes into 2 once. And then 2 goes into 6 3 times, and then bring 0. So 130 is our answer there. Type your answer just like that. Okay, number 4, we have this answer is and extraneous is. And so if you have 2 solutions, you'll use both of these. If you only have 1 solution, then you want to put none in the other place. Let me show you what I mean. So here's number 4. So we're going to do the square root of x minus 5 is equal to -1. Remember, fast forward if we already did this one in class. This looks suspicious. This looks a bit fishy because the square root will never yield a negative number, right? But you do need to find the solution still, but it might be the extraneous solution, okay? So we're going to square both. Watch out, your calculator doesn't know how to square numbers sometimes. It might give you a -1 back. But it's actually a positive 1. Then we add 5 to both sides so that we get 6. So then x equals 6 is our answer. Now you got to plug it back in and make sure it works. 6 minus 5 is 1. The square root of 1 does not equal -1 because 1 does not equal -1. So this indeed is the extraneous solution. So the extraneous solution came from this x equals 6. So you're going to put that right here. Okay. Now you're going to lose points. It's worth 1 point. So you'll be docked. If you leave this blank, you minus half a point. If leave it blank, right? Don't do it. So what you need to do is you need to put all lowercase, you need to put none. Okay, put none in there. That means you did not get an answer. It is specifically looking for the word none. So please make sure you type in none in there and 6. Okay, otherwise it'll mark you wrong when you're doing the practice test and the test. Okay, here we go. Okay, number 5. Ooh, might be extraneous, might not. Let's see. So then we have a negative 6 square root of x minus 2 equals negative 30. Nice. So before you can square both sides, you need to get this negative 6 over to the other side. How we do that is you're going to divide by negative 6. Ooh, that's going to make it, that's going to make it positive. So then we end up with radical x minus 2 equals negative 30 divided by negative 6 is a positive 5. Then we square both sides, So x minus 2 equals 25. Then we're going to add 2 to both sides, and we get 27. Nice. I'm putting dots around it because we do need to check your answer, make sure it works, because this was extraneous, did not work. Your 6 was extraneous. And the reason why is we plugged 6 in, and 6 didn't work. And so that meant, since it didn't work, that so 6 then is the extraneous, right? The extraneous solution. Okay, but this one I think will work. Let's try it. So 27 minus 2 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. So then you do 5, you do times your negative 6 there. And so, oh yeah, because it's negative 30, right? Okay, so then, negative 6 times 5 is equal to negative 30. It works. Nice. So now it does work. So we're going to circle that sucker. And so 27 then is going to go into our answer that you're going to type into Canvas. 27. 27. Then extraneous, all lowercase, you're going to type in none. Okay, type in none. Beautiful. Okay, number 6. We're going to square both sides, Get rid of the radicals. So then you end up with 8 minus x is equal to 13 minus 2x. You want to keep your x's positive, the bigger number there, because you want to keep your x's positive. So even if you're, not with them anymore, you could still you don't want them to be mad at you because they'll spread rumors. Keep your x's positive. What are you talking about, Nubel? So we're going to add 2x to the other side. Good. So then 2 minus 1 is just 1x. Good. So we have x. And then we're going to minus 8 over to this side. And so 13 minus 8 is 5. Right? Nice. Again, we did that to the other side. Okay, so 5 is our solution. Let's see if it works. A minus 5. We get a minus 5 is 3. And then 5 times 2 is 10. And 13 minus 10 is also, 13 minus 10 is 3. So it works. So as long as you get the left side equaling the right side, then it works. So now we can put our answer as 5, because that's our solution that we got. And then we can go ahead and type in none. Make sure you type in none, else you'll lose a half a point if you leave it blank. So put none in either position. Okay, there we go. So now we're on number 7. So number 7 is a little bit different now. This is the absolute value, right? Absolute value. Okay, so you basically want to split it into 2 equations. You want to split into the first equation and just make it, set it, so just to be like original, just to look like the original equation. So x plus 12 equals negative 5. And then the other equation, let's go and make that red. So that's going to be x plus 12, but this time we're going to equal a positive 5, right? And the reason why is, right. So let's say, for example, here's just like a side example, right? Whoa. So here's just a side example. Example. Let's say you had, I don't know, so the square root of, I don't know, negative 2 is 2. I mean, the absolute value, sorry, of negative 2 is 2. And then the absolute value of 2 is 2. So where does 2 come from? It comes from two possible answers, right? It comes from a 2 and a negative 2, right? Absolute value. So that's why we got to make one of them, we got to make one of them the original, which was our negative, right? That was our original there. If it lets me, it keeps doing red. So that was our original, because that came from negative 5. Good. And then this one over here is our positive 5, because we you have to make another equation, a second equation, to solve absolute value. And so then we change the sign. Nice. Okay, so you do want to solve these to get any extraneous solutions. So we're going to minus 12 to both sides, minus 12 to both sides. So we're going to get x equals a negative 17. Then we're going to minus 12 again, but this time we're going to get a negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. Now, in this particular problem, because it's equaling that negative number there, absolute value will never give you a negative number, always positive. Just like when you walk it through my doors, positive, absolute value doors. These are my doors right there and there. You walk through them and you feel positive. Walking through Newbold's doors. So if you put a negative 17 plus 12 is a negative 5. But it's the absolute value still in the original that you plug back into. And the absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. So it does not work. If we go ahead and plug in a negative 7 as well, 12 minus 7 is also 5. And the absolute value of 5 is positive 5, which does not equal negative 5. So both of them are extraneous. And to get this to be working correctly, sorry about this practice test. I think the test we did it better. But on this one, you're actually going to do a negative 7, then a comma. Then I believe you have to do just a little space bar, a little space. And then you do the negative 17. Sorry about that. So on the test, we'll have a second box with extraneous to plug into. So for some reason, we just made this. We didn't make this quite as good. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's number 7. Oh, don't forget to put none, because none of them worked. They were both extraneous. Okay, jumping to number 8 next. Number 8. Okay, so solve for x. So again, absolute value. We'll go a little bit faster this time, because hopefully you've understood how it works. We're going to split it into two different equations. So we're going to do x minus 5, which equals a 4, and x minus 5 equals a negative 4. Cool. So then all we have to do is add 5 to the other side, and you get 9 as one of our solutions. Add 5 to the other side. 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have two solutions. I'm pretty sure they work. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 equals 4. And then if we put a 1 in, you do get a 1 minus 5 is a negative 4, but the absolute value does change it to 4. So both of them indeed work. So that means we'll put your answer is 1 and 9, or put 9 and 1. I think it works both ways. That's what Sean and Guster said on Psych. Right? I heard it both ways. Okay, I heard it both ways. Extraneous, we're going to put none because both of our solutions work. So make sure that you put the none, right? Make sure. Otherwise, if you don't, minus half a point on the test. You're going to be so mad at all those minus half a points for just typing in none, all lowercase. Make sure you type in the none. Okay, number 9. Here we go. So we're going to split that into 3x plus 6 equals 9. And 3x plus 6 equals negative 9, right? Nice. So we'll minus 6 to both sides. And we get 9 minus 6 is 3. Divide by 3. Did you get 1? So did I. Hopefully it works. I should probably ... because we're not sure. Got to plug it back in. But I think it'll probably work. Okay, minus 6 minus 6. We get a negative 15 because it's going more negative on us. Then you're going to divide by 3. Divide by 3. So you get x equals a negative 5. Ooh. So we'll plug in a 1. 3 plus 1 is 3 times 1 is 3. And then 3 plus 6 equals 9. It works. Okay, so that definitely works. 1 definitely works. Then we'll plug a negative 5 in. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15 plus 6, which gives us negative 9. But it is the absolute value of negative 9, which is going to be positive 9 equals 9. So that one works as well. That one works as well. So that's going to be 1. And then the negative 5 will go there. Don't forget the negative. And then extraneous, we'll put none. Beautiful. Just double checking our video there. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll break it up into thirds. So we'll do number 10, and then we'll go ahead and do our, well, we might even stop now. We'll do 10 on our next video. So go ahead and watch the next video to get number 10 onwards. We'll do 3 videos. So watch next video, please. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. What the? Next video. Peace out.